Corey, let's start with you. When did you, in your young head, think there's been a body mix-up here? Because initially, and we've spoken about this a lot on this show, there is initially, until you get a light bulb moment, there is a confusion. When do you think that was?
I think that was when I was around, I would say, 7 or 8, when I actually came out. No, I didn't come out when I was 7 or 8, but like, I thought I knew I was always different when I was 7 or 8.
Because I know that you were watching, there was a Jazz Jennings documentary, a YouTuber who had a sort of similar path through life. And that was your light bulb moment, was it?
Yes.
What did you see and how did you feel?
I saw, are you asking if you saw what I saw myself or what I saw in Jazz?
What you picked out in Jazz that made you think, oh my God, that's me?
The fact that she was so strong to come out to her parents.
Yeah.
You've been incredibly lucky. Your family always really super supportive of you. How important was it to have that around you?
It was amazing because a lot of parents, a lot of kids don't have the support from their parents.
Mm. What about, because I know that the way that this then worked, you had your light bulb moment, you then knew exactly who you should be, there had been a gender mix-up, and so then before you can continue through your transitioning, there is the sort of social transitioning. How does that work? What did the therapist, once again, you have to go through lots of therapy because you were so young, what did they say? How did the process work?
It was a 3-year process. It was very long. It was long, yeah. And then they had to make sure that I was ready for it. They did counseling, they did a lot of things, so made sure that I was ready for the transition to actually start.
And initially, for you, the first school that you were at was really tough. You had a tough time with the kids there. They bullied you. You had some terrible moments. Oh yeah, I was in a great depression then. I was feeling so sad. I didn't know where to go.
And so, but beside you, you've got Mum, who was Erica, and is now Eric, and watching that YouTube documentary, whereas Corey, sort of everything fell into place for her, for you, you had a similar light bulb moment, but it's almost like it came out of nowhere.
It did come out of nowhere, only because I had no idea that being transgender was even a thing, that it was... I mean, it all made sense in that moment, though, looking back in my life, how I had always played with the boys, played in dirt, and I kept it to myself because I just wanted to focus on my child.
Yeah, and also you wanted to pick your right moment because this was Corey's time, actually. So you had to sort of put your transition on the back burner.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And not until everything for her was in place with her transition and her therapists, and is when I decided to finally, it was the right time for me to start mine as well.
For any family, it's always, you know, one of those times you see the best in people, see the worst in people. Your family have been absolutely incredible. You had 4 other girls. Corey was the only boy. So you've now got 5 daughters, but you have got a husband, and so your husband has now got 5 daughters, and now has I would have thought the particularly difficult thing to get through his mind, that you are not the person that he married. You were a different person.
But I'm not. I'm the same person. I'm exactly the same person. I just look a little different and sound a little different.
But he's not necessarily you're not what he was expecting. That life that he had planned is not. That's what I mean. I mean, obviously you're the same person inside.
That's true.
But things do change in a household where suddenly your wife becomes a guy.
And in the very beginning, we just decided that, you know, this is we're going to make it work no matter how. That's what he said. His words were, no matter what, I love you, and we will make this work however we have to.
Wow.
And I know how lucky and blessed I am for that.
Yeah, yeah. A big moment in your life, Corey, was the day that the medication came through. And that's the beginning. I mean, that's the real beginning. That's when you first begin to notice physical changes, I guess. So, Corey, what's the next stage for you? How long do you have to wait? Because you're still very young at the moment, until sort of the next stage of surgery, I guess.
Yeah. I think the minimum age is 18.
Right.
Yeah, 18.
OK. Does that feel like a long way off right now?
About 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little way.
I mean, you guys are a sort of model example of how families can cope with the unexpected and changes within them. What do you say now? Because you're talking out. I mean, you are sort of such an amazing example. What would you say to a family who may be going through something like this now and perhaps not coping with it so well?
I would say find a support group. That's what I did. Find a support group, find people that understand what you're going through, and educate yourself. Research. There's so much information online. Research and just love your child no matter what.
Yeah. Work it out, yeah.
Thank you, both.
Thank you. It's really lovely to speak to you today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed that, there's more of the same right here. And make sure you subscribe so that you never miss the best moments from this morning.